She was young, beautiful, and full of dreams, until one day, she vanished. For 25 years, no one heard from her. No letters, no sightings, no grave. Then one morning, police broke into a home in France. And what they found behind a locked door shocked the world. This is the haunting true story of Blanche Monnier, the woman who was imprisoned in darkness by her own mother. The year is 1876 in the quiet, respectable town of Poitiers, France. The Monnier family is known across the region, wealthy, aristocratic, and well-respected. Madame Monnier, the widowed matriarch, is a woman of influence. Her son, Marcel, is a lawyer. And then there's Blanche, the jewel of the family, 18 years old, delicate, intelligent, radiant. But one day, Blanche disappears. No farewell, no clues. The family announces she's gone away. Society mourns the loss of a brilliant young woman. And then, everyone forgets. But not everyone. For decades, whispers circle in Poitiers. What really happened to Blanche Monnier? Fast forward 25 years. It's 1901. A mysterious letter arrives at the Attorney General's office in Paris. It's unsigned, untraceable. Just one horrifying sentence. There is a woman locked up in Madame Monnier's house. She is half-starved and living in filth for 25 years. The police act immediately. They arrive at the Monnier estate, now old, quiet, and shuttered. They demand entry. At first, the family resists, but then they force open the door. What the officers found was not just shocking, it was inhuman. There was a small, dark room with the shutters nailed shut. The stench is overwhelming, of rot, filth, and despair. In the corner, barely alive, lies a woman, her skin clinging to bone. She's covered in excrement and food scraps. Her hair is matted, her eyes wide. It was Blanche Monnier, still alive, naked, malnourished, weighing barely 55 pounds. She hadn't seen sunlight in a quarter of a century. She screams when light touches her eyes. She begs for mercy. She mutters nonsense, barely able to speak. But why? Why would a mother do this to her own daughter? Blanche's crime was love. At 25, she had fallen for a penniless lawyer, a man beneath her social status. Her mother, Madame Monnier, forbade the relationship, but Blanche refused to give him up. So her mother made a decision. If Blanche wouldn't obey, she would disappear. Madame Monnier, with her son Marcel's knowledge, locked Blanche in the attic room. They told the world she had died or run away. And for 25 years, they fed her just enough to survive, just enough to keep her quiet. The windows were nailed shut. The air was stale. The only voices she heard were her captors. News of Blanche's discovery shocked all of France. Crowds gathered outside the Monnier home, screaming for justice. Madame Monnier was arrested, but only days later, she died of a heart attack. She never faced trial. Marcel, the brother, claimed he was powerless to intervene. He was tried, but later acquitted. Blanche was taken to a hospital. Doctors tried to rehabilitate her, but the damage was done. Mentally broken, physically fragile. She never recovered. She lived the rest of her life in a psychiatric hospital and died in 1913, 12 years after being rescued. Blanche Monnier's story is more than a tragedy. It's a warning that evil can wear a mother's smile, that control can become a cage, that silence can last decades. She was hidden for 25 years, but now her story can't be hidden again. Blanche Monnier's voice was stolen, but her story still whispers through the shadows of history. If this story moved you, like and subscribe for more dark true stories from history. Tell us, what's the most haunting real-life tale you've ever heard? We might just tell it next.